What?
No, it's saying you can go and call the meeting.
Okay, we're calling the meeting to order of the Heritage Commission, Keystone Heights, on 17th October. There you go. Not for loud noises. Okay, so let's, we have
Carrie Collins.
and Christine Arnold, and we do not have a quorum this meeting, so let's go ahead and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey! Yay! Sorry, quorum! Okay, roll call again. We've got Karen Nagel, so we do have a quorum.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's see.
And Helen Hersey and Deirdre.
Our absent.
Deirdre's last name again.
Murphy.
Murphy, thank you, are absent. But Deirdre's out of town and Helen is sick, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know.
Let's see. So, everybody get a chance to read the minutes from last? I did. They were posted nice and early this time. Okay.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes from the September meeting as presented.
You'll have to second, Karen.
Second.
Okay, minutes are approved.
Okay.
Oh,
All in favor?
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
It's unanimous.
Okay. Let's see. So, Boo on the Boulevard, which is coming up.
It's October 28th.
Yes, it's October 28th, and it is 6 to 9, I believe. Now, this is going to be a little different because what most people don't understand is this is not Halloween. This is not trick-or-treating, although on the most recent flyer,
Okay.
they put trick-or-treating.
Yeah, it says 5:30.
5:30?
Yeah.
5:30.
It doesn't have
Well,
an
wait a
end.
minute. Well, let's see. The movie is 7:30 start. Here we are on the last one. Yeah, 5:30.
5:30 start, 7:30 movie.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is the only thing I have. Like I said, this is the latest thing here.
So it looks like that they're gonna reserve these spots out front here on Lawrence for the businesses. Is that accurate?
As far as I know.
First come, first served.
But it is the businesses?
The businesses and anyone within the area.
Okay. Do we have a count on how many are?
Oh, you're talking about like any clubs or things like Kiwanis or
Yes.
Rotary or
Is-
the churches? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but we're still going to do the photo booth over at my house across the way. We'll decorate this weekend and have it all done. And at the end of my driveway, I've got a big backdrop, and we'll be doing hay bales and pumpkins and do photos for families who want to come and just pose, and we'll just take the picture with their camera. And so I always have a Halloween party every year, so we're just going to kind of wrap it all up into one. But I do request that all associate members come and you can bring your spouses, because John will be holding forth in the back for the guys, chili and brats. But there'll be name tags, and if the women will all wear black or witch costume. One reason is to identify them, because we have so many people, and I hold a Halloween party every year, and every year I get people that come in off the street and want to do an open house and come wander through the house, and they've left me all kinds of disgusting gifts and things in all the floors of my house. So we like to try to identify the people that are supposed to be there, and so we can look at each other and know that they're supposed to be there. If someone's headed upstairs to the third floor with a bottle of booze, which has happened before. So anyway, like I said, we'll be doing name tags and stuff, but,
Okay.
Well, that's not, I'll be tied up with Kiwanis and Women's Club.
okay.
So are y'all gonna set up a booth?
We're going by Patricia up here because they've got enough room up there on the Women's Club, and she's involved in all of that too. So we can kind of do, yes.
We'll have quite a bit
You've got,
on ours,
yeah.
on there.
Okay.
Rotary and
Yes.
ourselves and.
So I guess, where is the road, where is the road gonna be closed? What is it?
Garrett?
Garrett? Where, the road's gonna be closed from where to where, just so I understand?
From the
Lakeview?
beach
The beach.
to
Or
basically 100.
To 100 to the light? Okay, so it's gonna be closed, so people are gonna set up just all in here. Okay, okay.
Oh, okay.
In the parking spots, not in the road.
No, in the parking spots, or else if they're a business, maybe they might set up on their own front area or whatnot. Like the Hatches will probably set up like right on their lot.
Yes, it's right on the edge of the sidewalk.
So the trick or treating, is that just gonna be the businesses trick or treating, or are the kids supposed to do the neighborhoods?
It should be just the along the strip.
Pretty sure it's just the middle of the boulevard. Whatever
Okay.
goes on
Yeah.
outside of that is outside of my power.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, there's been a lot of confusion on it.
Well, 'cause it says-
Which
Well, it
is,
does
you know,
say-
the information system about, talk about it, well, is it or isn't it, or what are we doing, and people mad about, well, we have 2 Halloweens?
Well, last year we did, it was 2
Yeah,
Halloweens.
I know, so, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, but I really think, and I know in the past when it first started, it was on Halloween, and that's kind of
Yeah.
what it should be.
It
Because
was.
It's such a small town, and people do come from everywhere.
Well, but also to shut down the traffic, because we get the floats, you know, people do the flatbed trailers and things like that, and the kids, they're in costumes and they're just
Yes.
running everywhere.
Right, so it,
I think
Yeah.
part of that is because of FDOT.
Yeah.
They want to close on, like, I think, is it a weekend or a weekday?
The thing is, the kids are gonna be running on the weekday anyway.
But that's,
yeah.
Halloween, kids are going to be running.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So just, anyhow, I don't know what we can do about doing it together, but I do think it's a much better idea. And if you can go by word of mouth, everybody that says anything on that really likes that a lot better also.
Yeah,
You know, and that's kind of a little bit of pulse of opinion.
there was someone on word of mouth that clarified that it wasn't gonna be trick or treating, because
Right.
you
there
never
was,
know.
but Yeah, they don't
Well,
listen.
2 years ago, it did
I want
fall
to say it
off.
was on Halloween, because I don't remember last year, but I do remember that it has been. 'cause-
Yeah, it was.
And there was a few years ago, we had a big thing down here, and it was on
Yes,
Halloween.
all
We
that
had the
behind you,
band,
yeah,
had a
yeah.
band here and everything. That was a lot of
And
fun.
like a haunted house, I think.
Yes, yeah, there was
Yeah.
all kinds of- it was Halloween, and so I don't remember last year. Whether it was.
Now, last year was two separate dates. Yeah, I got double hit for Halloween
Yes, you
candy.
have that for sure.
You know,
Are you gonna put a little sign or something up for that, since you're not on?
We're just we're gonna do the Heritage Commission banner and table to let them know that's the Heritage Commission. And that's, we're just gonna kind of direct them to the photo booth. There's not gonna be trick or treating, no candy, because they'll be back.
Right.
They'll be back and I'll hand out candy then.
Yes.
So we'll just, like I said, it'll be well lit and we'll just direct everybody that way. Okay, so, and if that starts at 5:30, then we'll try to, I'm gonna, through the app, try to get some RSVPs.
I can help
And then Deirdre's coming to help too.
Okay.
Because they're not gonna be trick or treating over at her place. And Karen, are you coming? You know your husband's invited.
That's great,
Okay, yeah.
thank you.
Uh-huh. The guys will all have a good time out back. Let's see, so now, the Team Reach app, everybody is on it except Deirdre, who's having password problems. So, she can't get her password straightened out with Apple, so, let's see. The field trip, that needs a vote. March 7th or 8th, or the 21st or 22nd of next year.
My preference, which of course, is just a preference, so totally up for discussion. Like I said, or we talked about when we did the feedback and whatnot after the field trip this past time, is that now that we've done it once, you know, we all understand what's involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it doesn't necessarily have to be that I do it or, you know, whatnot, am the lead. But if I am going to lead it up.
We need somebody to lead, so that would,
Yeah,
you're
my
the best
preference
qualified.
would be, the 22nd.
22nd?
And part of that would be because the 21st would be a Heritage Commission meeting. And it would be a good opportunity to, like we did last time, we went down to the pavilion and we did a dry run through and, you know, we talked about all the contingencies.
The Heritage Commission meeting will be on the 19th.
I'm sorry, you're right, I'm looking at March.
So,
But okay, so the 21st or the 22nd then.
okay.
Thanks for that clarification, Christine. I'm gonna stay in 2023, not move forward. Either one of those then, Thursday or Friday. And I don't know from the school's perspective, is a field trip easier on a Thursday or a Friday, Janice?
I don't think it really makes too much difference, probably. I was trying to look up where they sent me, where I was looking at them.
Is there, spring break?
Spring break is in the middle, that's why it's so far apart in the, you know, the 2 days.
Oh, okay, so it's that week.
Easter, Good Friday, I think is the next Friday. Somehow, that's what I was trying to find. Where I was
Yes, Good
trying to
Friday's
look
the
up. So
29th.
that kind of
Yes.
puts that out as far as a Friday, and then also that Thursday, all that, there'll be, of course, fourth grade does an egg hunt, but there's lots of confusion at school Easter before spring or any holiday. So it'd probably be best to have the best attention and attendance that week of the 21st or 22nd.
Okay.
So how about if we do it the 21st? That way it's not, is it easier to do it on a Friday?
I don't think it really makes any
Okay.
difference, and it's far enough ahead of time now. I was gonna say, if there's testing, they're less likely to have anything like that going on a Friday. It might be makeups.
Okay.
If something happens to land
Well,
on the
the
calendar that
22nd
they're
is
not
best.
aware of yet, then they don't usually do Fridays because, you know, various reasons.
Okay, well then let's do the 22nd. That's a Friday.
Yep, okay. Okay.
Okay, so
And-
we're gonna have to vote on it, I think.
Yeah, so I'll make a motion that we plan the fourth grade Keystone Heights Elementary School field trip for the Heritage Commission to sponsor on Friday, March 22nd, 2024.
Oh, yes.
Okay, all in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye?
Okay.
Okay.
It's unanimous.
All right.
All right, I will send a message right now.
Let's see.
And so that will give us some time to take our notes from last time and implement it. Also work with the city on ordering, you know, how we did with the bags and things like that if we want. How did the kids, did you ever get any
Yeah.
feedback on the bags and how the kids from the field trip, did they enjoy it?
I'm sure they did. I don't know. The teachers were so thrilled with it that I think that kind of overtook anything that the kids had. But to go back, that they all liked something,
Yeah.
you know, and I'm sure that they, you know, took the
Yeah.
bags, talked about where
Yeah.
it was from and that kind of stuff. And there was parent feedback even, the ones that went, that
Yeah.
came also as chaperones. And then, so I'm sure that, and I can't say because I don't remember really.
Yeah. No
But,
worries.
yeah, that any kind of time they get a treat of anything, they're always, and there's
Yeah.
keepsakes and stuff there, so it's got to be a good thing too.
Are you willing to be liaison again? Okay, perfect.
I was just sending them
The little note.
yes,
And
right
then,
now, the 22nd,
Yeah.
March 22nd, you said,
Mhm.
right?
And then, you know, how about we do the backup as the 21st?
Okay.
Oh,
Does everyone agree?
Yeah.
Good on that?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so we'll add that to our minutes that the backup date is March 21st, 2024, for agreement by commission.
And this next year, we'll be adding City Hall as our,
Yeah, so
one of
that,
the stations.
yeah, absolutely. And then also Janice, the teachers had mentioned the library possibility
Yes.
because they kind of spin up for summer reading. So
Yes.
maybe just ask them, would they like us to
Okay.
coalesce? Because that would make it then a full day for them.
Yes.
So remember, they
Yeah,
left
did a
about
half a day
12,
instead.
12:30.
Mhm. But
Yeah,
yes,
the library,
increasing
I
it a
think
bit,
it would be
they would eat
another-
lunch and then they.
Yeah, and go to the library and then go back. So
Uh-huh.
we would release them once they started to eat lunch from the Heritage Commission portion. And of course, we'd work in liaison with the library.
Right,
too.
because if you have 6 stations or whatever, then you'll have to.
Well, they would be, the library would be, well, I guess we would just have to work with the library and see how many
Yes.
kids they could
Right,
accommodate.
and if you divide them into 6 groups instead of 4, you're gonna have less anyway.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So that would be, then they might be able to accommodate
Yeah.
better,
yeah,
so.
okay, perfect.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think it was a good event.
Yeah.
It was great.
Let's see, the associate member luncheon is on the, we've already voted it in for December 2nd from 11 to 1 at the pavilion. Orange Blossom's gonna be catering that. And that's already on the calendar on Team Reach. I think we've already, because we had it set up before and it had to be postponed, so everything's kind of,
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
we're gonna, I'm just gonna need to get RSVPs on it, so we can do the catering.
Did the event application go before city council?
Deirdre filled out the application last time, so I don't know.
Okay, I think I reserved the pavilion.
I think when you reserve the pavilion the first time, I talked to Lynn about it going through the city council, and she said it didn't have to.
Oh, okay,
So-
okay. So we just needed.
And so
Okay.
she already filled it out, and so
Okay, perfect,
Um,
okay, so we're all set.
we're
Alright.
we're completely set for that.
Alright.
And I'll just get with Clay for the menu planning as soon as I get the RSVPs back.
Do we have a list, I'm sorry to ask so many questions about this,
That's
but
okay.
do we have a list for invites?
So far, just the associate members. Now, we can go outside of that.
I thought we talked about maybe inviting the other historical commissions in the area, at least maybe one of their reps also, just to kind of network and, you know.
Helen was gonna speak to the people from Melrose.
Uh-huh.
And then we've got an event coming up, ribbon cutting that I posted on Team Reach for Interlochen, or not Interlochen, Floor Home, that I was gonna try to make some contacts there.
Okay,
Interlochen is really active. And then Deirdre would be our contact for Middleburg.
okay, and then, okay. And I know Palaca has one that's pretty active as well, they do this big Christmas thing over there.
I don't know anyone from Palaca, do you?
No, but I can,
Know
I don't
anybody
mind
from
reaching,
Palaca?
I'll reach out to
Historic? Okay.
Palaca and like Fleming and Orange Park, you know, and just
Right.
like, I'll reach out to a few and see if I can get a contact and,
Green Cove, I think Green Cove.
Green Cove, thank you, yeah, Green Cove.
Deirdre's on the Clay County Heritage Commission. So she's,
Yeah, so she would be.
yeah, she's kind of the liaison to all the people that are the people there.
Okay, does anyone else have any ideas when we're thinking about local, heritage commissions or historic, entities, even the smaller towns? Is there any other suggestions? So we have Melrose, Interlochen, Floor Home, Middleburg, Green Cove. I'll look into Palaca, Fleming, and Orange Park. Does
Okay.
anybody else have anything?
Let's see,
What
so
about
December,
Waldo? Someone said something about Waldo.
I know Stark has, a pretty active historic commission. Who was that was Stark? I think Helen
Yeah, she, because
knows,
she lives.
yeah,
there.
she lives in Teresa.
Yeah,
She's pretty familiar with the
Okay.
people from Bradford County over there. So we'll try to get all the RSVPs in.
well, let's set it, you wanna set it 8 for that?
Yeah, let's do by our next Heritage Commission meeting.
Okay,
See if we can't,
so the next meeting is the
it's
21st?
the 14th.
Oh, okay, we're not.
I think it was, let's see, no, there was the election and then Thanksgiving. The 21st is right before Thanksgiving, so the 14th. I put it on the 14th because we've got the election the week before and then we've got
Okay.
Thanksgiving the week after, so
Okay.
the 14th
I
is.
don't know that I can make the 14th, but I can
Okay.
definitely make the 21st.
Do we need to reschedule?
It's up to you.
It
I mean-
doesn't matter to me, I'm not leaving for Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Is-
what
is-
about you? Will you be here? Okay, then let's say the
Let's-
21st. Do you
Oh,
mind?
no, I don't.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm gonna be right here.
Okay.
So, okay, so do we have to vote on that? Or just reschedule?
No,
We'll just reschedule for the 21st.
Yeah, I don't think we have to vote on it, but do you want to still make the deadline for if we do the deadline for the RSVPs for the appreciation luncheon, how, you wanna do it 2 weeks in advance? Or the 14th would be 2.5 weeks?
14th is just convenient because we're gonna be here together. And then we've got Thanksgiving after that and everything gets muddled, so
Okay.
let's,
Leave the RSVP for the 14th then?
well, the 21st,
Okay,
21st, next meeting.
okay.
Yeah, we'll try to get the RSVPs in there. And I already talked to Clay about how much notice they needed, and he said, you know, a week and a half is plenty.
Okay. Okay, great.
There, because they have their whole catering apparatus already set up. And I'm his mom, and I'll make him do it. Okay. Let's see. So that leads us into wreaths. I don't think everything got ordered in time for the wreaths. I'm not sure. I haven't spoken to Lynn about it. I haven't heard anything. So that just leaves us with the wreaths from last year, which is fine.
Okay.
We were gonna add 10 new wreaths, but we're gonna have to, they have to be delivered before Thanksgiving. So that
Okay.
was, we were gonna combine the next,
Oh, the meeting,
Right.
okay.
with the, you know,
Yeah.
getting together and,
I think we could still do it on the 21st.
yeah. Well, so we'll do a workshop after that. A workshop after the meeting. After the meeting, yeah, to, look over the wreaths and do any repairs that might, I think they're all still in pretty good shape. There's, what was it, 30? I think there were 30.
Yeah, I think actually, 30 or 40. I just helped collect them. I didn't put them up, but I helped collect them. I think there were a few that needed, like you said, updating, and then I think we were missing a few as well. But, so, does anyone know, did the budget get adopted for the city?
We don't know yet.
Is that-
Well, I think the city, yeah, and we got an increase for ours.
Oh, okay, so what is our budget?
The 5,000.
Okay, so if we need something for the wreaths, or we can probably, we can vote today and get her to, whoever, to go ahead and order the additional supplies for the wreaths that we need.
Well, Nina sent me the list and I sent it to Lynn. And then,
But it's coming out of this year's budget, I think?
yeah, I was trying to, because we had $1,000 roll over.
Oh, it rolled over?
Or not rolled over, it rolled over into the city budget, and out of ours.
And that's when the invoice.
Right, I was trying to get it in, we had the surplus in the budget to get it in there.
Okay.
But I don't think it got in time, but I haven't spoken to Lynn about it, so I don't know.
Well, was anyone at the last, Garrett, do you know, did the budget get approved at the last meeting?
It did, they approved it.
Okay, can you go ask what do you mind asking what the budget for the Heritage Commission is this year? Thank you.
I think it's in the
If
notes,
it got approved-
yeah.
If it got approved, then we have the money, but we just need to vote today for them to use our budget
Let's
for
see.
this year to purchase additional wreaths and the supplies that
Let's
we need.
see.
to
Do we have time? We're just gonna do like an
I think
online.
so.
I,
mean,
they should, the things should have been ordered.
oh, you think they were already ordered?
I don't know, because
Okay.
it was Nina was supposed to get back with Lynn to give her the links. She had the list, she just needed the links to it. And I don't know if they connected.
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
okay.
Right.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
I can't get you any answers at this point in time.
Okay,
I'm fixing to pull it off of the agenda for last
okay.
month.
Oh,
Let's see.
Well, we can do this, while you're working on that, I'll throw out another
Agenda
option that we can do
minutes.
if it doesn't work out.
Let's see.
We can vote that if the items were not ordered, previously, that they be ordered out of, this year's budget as soon as possible. And then, when they come in, if they'll just let us know, and then, one of us can pick them up and it's just there are just a few, I don't know who.
don't we have to get together and assemble them though?
Well, we only.
We're gonna have to have a workshop for that.
workshop.
It's labor intensive.
But We have the majority of them.
We do.
So we only need to make
Was-
like 2 or 3.
Yeah, well,
So why not?
there were people that wanted them that didn't get them, and so Deirdre kind of came up with the number of 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just to add extra to
Okay.
it, so we have everything from last year. We can, that was just 10 extra.
Workshop for 10.
Yeah. Let's see, transportation.
So we could pick a date then. We
For
could-
the workshop, yeah. Well, we could do it directly after, and we could do it here too. You know, if the space is available directly after the next Heritage Commission meeting, do the workshop
Okay.
right
Yeah.
afterwards, and just put together, you know, whatever extras or make repairs
Yeah.
and deliver them right then.
So we could meet at 10 on the 21st, take care of any business we need to, and then we could move on to the workshop to put the wreaths together, and then we can just go deliver straight out of there.
Right.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Do we need to vote on that?
No, we don't need
Okay,
to. What we do need to vote on though is if the money wasn't spent to go ahead and buy what we need for these 10 wreaths, we need to vote that we go ahead and purchase supplies and materials for the 10 wreaths that we can make on the 21st for this year. So I'll make that motion. If the money was, if we didn't previously already purchase the 10 wreaths and the materials to make the wreaths for the businesses, historic wreaths for the businesses, that we purchase those to be available for the next meeting so that we can put them together and then deliver all the wreaths to the businesses after the meeting.
A second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Unanimous.
Okay, so here's our, let's see, where did it go? Heritage Commission. Oh, yeah, right here. This was our last year. So see, yeah, this is the whole thing rolled over like, we went under budget, yeah.
Okay, all good.
Just-
Okay, so I think.
It doesn't look like they were, it didn't come out of that budget, because that's what we had left over.
Okay, so this is
I-
2023. Do we have the
Right.
2024 budget?
Let's see, let me flip through, see if we've got, this one, does 2023.
Is there anybody available on December 2nd to help with the appreciation luncheon?
I can. Oh, I can.
Okay.
We'll get Orange Blossom to come in and set up. And
Okay.
they're gonna provide all the serving implements and everything like that.
Perfect.
So,
We won't have to worry about that.
well, we're appreciating our,
I know, that's
trying not to
true.
make them work.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking more of like decorations and things
Okay.
like that.
Oh. I'm hoping, Deirdre's usually the decorating person. She has like this bin at her house that she just kind of pops out. So she brings this stuff and just pops out all this stuff, you know, for all these different.
Okay. All right.
I don't see
Works for me.
I'm not seeing the budget for, wait a minute, no, that's not it. I'm not seeing the budget in the packet for last month. It was just, so.
Okay, all right.
I don't have it. Let's see. So that's that. So we'll try to nail down our RSVP and our final arrangements for the luncheon by next, and then take care of the wreaths. Next meeting is going to be kind of a busy
Meeting
one.
from 10 till 2 maybe?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or one, yeah. But yeah, by the time we probably get everything.
I think in my book, Nina gave me the list of which businesses.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I have a list, and so what I'll do is, I'll just scan that in and I'll post it on our Team Reach app,
Okay.
so that we all have a list. Okay, let's see.
That helps to put it all that on that Team Reach calendar like you got set up, because then I can look and just see that.
That was the perfect app.
Yeah.
Perfect app for what we,
Except with other stuff that I have, it's hard to tell, that's what I'm trying to see here.
Yeah.
Figure out, how do I got what, that's what, about the second, but.
No, that helps me too, to keep it all
Yes,
straight,
keep it
because
all right
then I can refer to it.
Yes.
Let's see, so, and then I also came up with, we're gonna start, we really can't do any long-range planning, but we do have the date, if everyone saw it, for the Yesterday's Festival at Golden Head.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's, so I found that and I put it on the, but it said, you know, it gave the date, but it said no information yet.
Yes, yeah, no information.
No information yet, so we'll just have to refer back, but, so we can at least get that on the calendar, that'll be on the
Okay.
calendar.
I've been to the festival, it's fun, so.
I went that first time and then I couldn't breathe and I had to leave. No, yesterday's festival at Golden Head, they hold in January. There are a whole bunch of fires and I'm allergic to wood smoke. And so I can't go. I can go if I wear a mask, a big respirator, but that's it. Let's see, so we will not be having a meeting in December. That's the way we planned, was it July and December we have off.
Okay.
So that's the reason why our November one is gonna be so packed.
Yeah, that's okay. It's, the world will all be here, it's a big time, so.
Yeah.
So we have a workshop on the 23rd.
We do, and that's to discuss the museum. It's with the city council. And it's to discuss the museum and then also the fishing pier, fishing dock proposed. They're gonna handle the two proposals. And so Deirdre is going to bring her supporting documents for the museum.
Okay,
And spearhead that. She will be back by the 23rd.
okay.
So she'll be here to,
I thought it was the 19th, what was the 19th?
Let me see.
The council meeting?
we already had a council meeting for October.
23rd is Monday, so 19th, oh, Friends of Keystone Heights is on the 19th, and that's at 10 a.m.
Yep.
So for anyone that wants to attend that, and that is an organization that, that obviously supports Keystone Heights, but is primarily at this point in time planning for the 2025 centennial. So which events will start really at the end of 2024, and it'll kind of kick off with the New Year's Eve ball.
Ooh.
I know, that is so fun.
So if you're interested, and spread the word also, if you're interested in the Friends of Keystone Heights meeting, it is this Thursday at 10 a.m. at the Beach Pavilion.
10 a.m.
This Thursday?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think, I'm gonna try to make that.
Yeah, no, it'd be great. It's great to have the coalescence of information and people who are involved in other organizations
Mm-hmm.
to be able to spread information and also encourage volunteers and encourage participation, because it's not, you know, a lot of times it's the same people that do things over and over and over, but this
Mhm.
is too big that we're gonna need a lot of participation from the community in order to make this a really special event, and because it's gonna go on the whole year of 2025. Every month, there's gonna be multiple events.
Well, we're supposed to be doing the historic home tour Christmas 2024.
Yeah,
That'll kick that off and then,
well, yeah. Oh, yes, yes.
so that's, next
That along with
year
the
after
New
next.
Year's Eve ball.
Right.
So, yeah.
Is
And,
this posted anywhere on the 19th?
So-
19th?
I just emailed it.
yeah, we have an email distribution list, and I'm not sure if we have a Facebook page yet.
I know, Charlie was working on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if because we definitely need, that's definitely, I think, was gonna be our.
I think we were looking for someone to with the technology capability to make a Facebook page, and then you also have to run it, you know, you have to admin it and, you know, and whatnot, so,
you don't have anyone on your team that can do that?
I don't think we did at that exact moment in time, but I think there were people that knew people from the last
That
meeting,
knew
so hopefully Thursday,
Mhm.
there will be, you know, some volunteers, or we'll have some, you know, and Deirdre's been working on a couple things as far as having not to get too off track here, but having a trifold or some piece of paper that you can take to your organization and kind of like have a preset, your elevator had tried to say about the centennial and, you know, the involvement we're seeking from the community.
Oh, speaking of trifold, before I forget, our trifold for the Heritage Commission, were you here when we got that, when that was made? Because that was made during my absence.
I think it was made for not this Mother's Day tour, but the one before.
Because there are 2 buildings on there that have been torn down, and they're on the walking tour.
Oh,
Yeah, the Hart bungalow that was over there on Sylvan, and then the Babbitt drugstore was torn down decades ago. And so I think people get it mixed up with the locker room or something like that, but I have pictures of it being torn down, so I'm absolutely positive that it's torn down. It's where Dean's is now, the Dean's Sports or whatever, right there on the corner of Oriole and Lawrence. That first spot right there, that was the Babbitt drugstore. And then it had a little building, and then what was the carpet store that they just redid is now the financial advisor. So yeah, that I have pictures of it being torn down. I don't know how it made it.
The white building that's now it's a beauty shop? Is that what you're talking about?
No,
It's the financial advisor or something.
yeah, just towards Oriole on the corner. It's like
Oriole.
2 buildings down. Oriole runs this way.
Between the gym and,
Right.
okay. So
And that's like what, Dean's Sports or
well,
something?
now it's a beauty shop now.
Now it's a beauty
been
shop?
out there for a while.
Well, it was it's there, and it was a little bit wider.
Let me see
So
if
there's
there's
one
one.
all
Let
now.
me see if there's
It's-
one.
I
it's-
remember when that drugstore was there, but I don't remember.
It's
where it was at.
completely torn down. And like I said, I have pictures of it being torn down in my database.
It's on Oriole Road?
It
Right back to Oriole.
it was on the corner of Oriole and Lawrence.
So that would be where, right by the gym,
That's where
across
the
the street.
library is.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. Not Oriole. Is it Cardinal?
Is it Sylvan?
2023 budget.
Yes.
One second.
I know.
Now I'm gonna have to look at a map. You're right. You're right. Or this is Oriole here. I think it's is it?
Because there's a lawyer's office. Do you have a house? I say Sylvan, yeah,
It's right there where Dean's Athletics was or is, and there's a little CPA office that used to be in there too. Right across the street from the gym. Yeah, just this way.
So that used to be wider, there was another building there?
Yeah, you know what I'll do is I'll post those photos on Team Reach.
Okay, just to look at.
Yeah, yeah, right. And so you can see because you can kind of see the carpet store, you know, in the background.
Mine singer and the dentist, and then there's that building.
Yeah, the dentist, that was a 1-story between the two stories. And so, and like I said, I think they just kind of got, because Babbitt Drugs was so well known, they just kind of put it on any building that was down there, you know. I'm looking at that going, wait a minute, we can't go by Babbitt Drugs. So anyway, all those important, one thing that I would like to do at some point is do a little kind of volunteer field trip on some of the background of Keystone, some of the families that were here and some of the buildings that, because it's kind of all within walking distance, but all these people were related, intermarried, worked together. You had, it's kind of like a spider web. And so once it's like the ladies who built mine and Carrie's house were sisters. And they had several other siblings here in town.
I looked for the trifold out there because normally there's copies, but I couldn't find one. So we'll have to see if we can get a
I'll
copy.
see if I have any in the,
Visitor center?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm talking about that big thing that we set up on our tables.
yeah, for Mother's Day. It was up
Yeah, that
Oh,
thing.
okay,
It's
that.
those two
Okay.
buildings are on the walking tour.
Okay,
That's on that trifold.
okay.
Yeah,
And
but
so-
we want the little pamphlet.
Now, this is,
Did it go to
the
Linda's
pamphlet would be easy to redo, but that trifold, I think, was probably expensive.
Oh, I'm sure, I'm sure.
And so
Yeah.
we're gonna have to, it's, at some point, it's gonna have to be redone because it's inaccurate.
Yeah, but maybe we could start with the trifold and have
Right.
it reflect the stand-up one.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely before the field trip, that would be great. So if we need to spend money on that, is that something you're willing to spend money on?
Yeah, I think it's important. Because it's a when we do
Well, they'd have to redo
the
it.
yesterday's festival and all that kind of stuff, we used to have this red bin of framed photographs that we just bring and put out on the table, and that's the reason why they went to the trifold,
Okay,
was it was easier to take to all these things.
okay,
And so it needs to be accurate.
okay. Well, if we have to use money out of our budget, I vote that we update the paper trifolds and then update the standing, or I would make the motion, I'm sorry, that we update the paper trifolds and update the standing trifold that we use at multiple Heritage Commission events with our 2024 budget.
2024 budget, I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay.
All right,
Let
yay.
Garrett know that we did that.
I
or
like being
actually
able to
be
vote on
board
things.
Unanimous.
Okay. All right, let's see. The next Heritage Commission meeting we just redid, so that'll be the 21st.
Thank you for that accommodation.
Uh-huh, no problem. And let's see, that's it. Meeting adjourned.
Okay.
You got more?
Well, I was just gonna say, does anybody have anything for the good of the order, like to discuss? Or have anything that's coming up or in the community that you know about that?
I was talking to the school about those dates, and when you're talking about the different heritage commissions around, or groups around, I wasn't sure, I kind of lost out on what you were talking about then or doing with that. I'm sorry.
No, no. Yeah, it's, so
okay.
December,
Luncheon.
yeah, to
Okay,
invite them to
alright.
the lunch and just,
I knew it started that, but then I
Yeah.
got lost in trying to talk to them. And
Just networking, 'cause I'll
and
also,
building cohesion,
Yes,
it's
okay.
a good time to do that.
I'm gonna see if Vichy can get in too.
Yeah.
I need to talk to her anyway, about our storage and all that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And so I've got to go to Green Cove Springs and talk to her.
Okay,
So I'll invite her too and see
Okay,
see
that
if she
would be
can.
great.
Because she's a contact for everybody that would be there.
so, but when we talk about getting, go ahead, Debbie.
No, I was just gonna say, for October 26th, we're doing our sheriff's net at St. William's Hall, and
October 26th.
Judge Ray Forbes is gonna be there speaking,
Okay, great.
At what time?
at 6 o'clock,
6 p.m.?
6,
Okay.
okay.
St. William's.
Okay, and do
Williams.
we need to bring anything or, no, okay.
Just yourself. Questions if you have any questions for the sheriff, she should be there as well.
Okay. When we talk about having RSVPs back by, like, let's just say the Friday before that Thanksgiving week, so the 17th, then we're talking about sending invites out 2 or 3 weeks before that. So we should aim like by, I'd say the latest November 1st to send emails out for.
Yeah, we definitely want to stay paperless on this.
Yeah, okay, so.
It cuts down on the labor.
Okay, so I would just say for ourselves, like as far as getting the contact information for these different entities and people, then we need in our list of our associate members and their contact information, the council members, us, and then if there's anybody else, we're gonna invite that, assists us, I don't know, do we want to invite, we could invite the principal, I mean, like anybody that we have relationships with that, impacts or whatnot. But anyway, have all that info so that we can send it out by November 1st.
How about if we start a running list on the team reach out?
You go back to suggestions and keep going back.
Right, and so everyone can add their suggestions.
We did that after the craft festival at Women's Club.
Mhm.
You just put one email, okay, right now you're thinking about what's for next time. And just keep going back to that. At least you got a place that everybody can add to, and it's easy to go back and look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea to do it right there.
So are you saying coalesce the contact people, like the names and the emails.
Or
Well,
on-
everyone-
on shoot some list on there to say, and then you can do the other stuff.
Everyone on the Teen Reach app is everyone that I have for contacts for the associate members. The only one, like I said, is Deirdre, who's not on there yet. And so, you know, we already have all of their contact information because they're on the app.
So it could be like, say, put suggestions for lunch invite here. If you have that information, you can put, you know, Beth Tuckerville, principal, Keystone Elementary, put, and the email address, right? If you don't have it, at least you gotta name somebody.
Yeah. We'll just keep refining the list
Yes, yes, right there on that one, you know, drink.
because everybody knows somebody around here.
Yeah, talking about email, was the only way that we had today's meeting on our Team Reach, or was it an email? Because I didn't get one, and that
No,
doesn't
it was
matter.
just on Team
Okay,
Reach,
that's good, because I thought.
If- today's meeting.
Because I got one from the city.
Oh,
You can
okay.
sign- You can sign up for notifications through the city,
Okay.
and then it'll tell you when
So
all
I
the city
didn't know
council
what it
meetings.
was, because there was some confusion over the last time
Well,
email list.
I have to be reminded about email because it's, for me, email is like snail mail. I forget it exists. I use email, but it's something that I just rarely ever, I'm used to instantaneous, you know, texting or through apps.
Well, I like this, 'cause I can check, but I
Yeah.
didn't know, and I was like, okay, well, we didn't even say that we were still, it was on the calendar, so I counted on it, but since I didn't get email, I was a little unsure, I can't obviously anyway, and this is my.
The city website is pretty, you know, if you go into the calendar, it will give you the agenda for our next meeting and the minutes from our last meeting. It's all in there.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That, 'cause I didn't-
Yeah, you just go right into the
Sign
city
up for
calendar.
Emails for any kind of like city council meeting or city council workshops or anything that happens
Yeah,
through,
yeah.
but it will be going through email.
Okay, well, yeah, that's fine, but this is more what I was, you know, concerned about, but, you know, that y'all can look, 'cause I didn't know where the city is.
Here.
Yeah.
It can be somehow posted too.
Yeah.
As you see, I
Well-
mean, you figured out, but just so you know.
I do the agenda,
Yes.
and what I'll do is just start posting it to the Team Reach app.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah, I mean,
And that way, you know, that everybody's got it there, because I have to, I email it anyway. I've got to snail mail it to the city.
So,
Because it'll be on that calendar, you don't have to worry about all the other
Right.
items in your life.
Before
so
we,
just- yes,
yeah.
I just didn't know where to look, I guess, is what it was down to.
So just looking, he was able to get, and I'll thank him again. I'd like us to stay on while we're still going, but we still have time on the clock. Um,
It's not easy.
So it looks like for the general fund, our budget is 5,500. So it looks like it rolled over plus a little bit extra, maybe we had, you know, 1,500, almost 1,500 left over. So it looks like, it
What it
looks-
was added, but what we
Well, what
didn't
it,
use
yeah,
last
I
year.
think whatever we didn't, we must have had about 1,500 that we didn't use.
It was over 1,000.
Okay.
So that,
Well, that's good, because I was going to use part of that for the luncheon that we were supposed to have last month. That was, you know, that was the way that it was going to be divided into three, the wreaths, the luncheon, and then there was something else it was going to get used for.
Yes, for you.
Yeah, well, there was,
Well, no.
yeah, now that would have been great, but anyway, so if it rolled over into this budget, that's good.
yeah, so, so we have everything that we used for last year, and the reality is with the field trip, we really didn't spend that much. The city provided the waters down there, the kids brought their own lunch. We really only spent whatever we spent for the bags, and I know Nina, donated some of that as well. So
Mhm.
we could spend, and I think we only used it was less than $300. On what we spent for that. So we have the money this year to spend more if we want. You
Well,
know.
Boo on the Boulevard is not going to cost us anything, because I'm already doing the decorations for that. That's not going, and I designed it that way, because right now, City Hall's kind of in a turmoil with the hiring a city clerk and all that kind of stuff. I was just trying to keep us off the table as much as possible until everything got settled.
Will you have directionals for for people
Yeah,
to
just
go?
say you're gonna
So
do
that-
that.
yeah, I
So
was
they'll
kind of-
know to go down there, otherwise people will be just up and down.
Or you might not want to.
We might, usually,
Yeah.
I've never had to direct people to my house usually, but, you know, the kids just kind of gravitate towards it, but, because we go all out with the decorations,
Yeah.
and there's gonna be more spider webs this year. Those giant spider webs.
So is it like you're taking, like, I've never seen it
Have you,
before, so.
the kids these days, when they do a party,
Uh-huh.
I guess they're what, Gen Zs now, they do these little photo backdrops for souvenir photographs of everybody who went to the party. They go and pose in front of it, but they use their camera.
Oh, okay.
And so this is what, I have this enormous backdrop of a cemetery
Uh-huh.
that I ordered, and hopefully it'll be here. It's coming from Finland, of all places. I didn't realize it when I ordered it, it was coming from Finland, but it should be here. But it's a cemetery, and I want to put Boo on the Boulevard 2023 on there, and the Heritage Commission, and then add in some tombstones. But I want to do especially some tombstones for some of the historical characters here in Keystone Heights.
Okay.
I want to do E.A. Smith because he passed away at a city council meeting. I want him in there.
Okay.
He was at Lindy's house. He lived there, and he passed away during a city council meeting. It's in his obituary. But, some noted people do some tombstones, to kind of tie the Heritage Commission into the souvenir photograph. And so the volunteers will just kind of let them pose themselves and we'll just take the photograph with their camera.
Okay.
So we don't have to, but we'll also, I'll have lighting there to make sure the lighting is really good.
Okay.
Set up. I've got a niece that is a photographer that does that. She says she's gonna help get it set up for photos.
Okay. Are we gonna put up the Heritage Commission banner?
I'd like to do a little table, do a city table and then our banner so that people realize it's the Heritage Commission that's doing it.
So are you okay, like, I'm wondering, should we be over here, or are you okay with this being in your driveway?
No, this is I'm fine with it being in the driveway.
Okay.
Because my house is the center of Halloween every
Yeah.
year. We have, I love to see the kids come back every year,
Okay.
that have, there was, during COVID it was horrible because you didn't,
Yeah.
that kind of interrupted the tradition.
Yeah.
And so I see the same kids every year, the same people every year, and they love coming to the house. And so that's what I'm saying, I'm sure if we have something there, they'll show up anyway.
Yeah.
And if it's a little less crowded, then that's fine, that gives us more time
Okay.
to pose each, we'll see. And we can do this every year. Boo on the Boulevard is gonna be separate from Halloween.
There
Then-
might be, yes, you can let me interrupt you.
No.
No, it's okay.
I was just saying, you could maybe just say Heritage Commission photo booth and put something down here at the corner with the arrow.
Yeah.
So that people that say,
Yeah,
know
we
and
can-
don't know,
Right.
it's not Halloween for real.
We'll-
They shouldn't be out there wandering around so that they don't miss your great setup back there.
We'll have to do a sign for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little yard sign or something.
Yeah, I'll get,
maybe.
yeah, I've got my sister is my assistant with this, so she's very crafty. I have to have crafty assistants, because I'm not the craftiest. But anyway, like I said, and it just we're all just gonna be hanging out. Like I said, brought some chili, and I make my Scarlett O'Hara punch. It's made with Southern Comfort. Just knock your socks off.
Definitely gonna have to do that.
Beer, wine, and we'll be going past 9 o'clock probably. So,
Well, all that will be on your backyard.
it is, it will be, and
That's totally separate.
my neighbors,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, from that Heritage Commission.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why the ladies, I'm asking the Heritage Commission to, all dressed in black so that we can kind of identify each other,
Yeah.
If if you want to dress as a witch, then that's great. But that's what I've tried to, every year, it helps me to be able to tell who's supposed to be.
Well, our shirts are black,
Yeah,
so we could even wear our
Yep.
shirts.
and I'll wear shirts.
Okay, and then it sounds like the consensus would be moving forward that we would just advocate that Halloween and Blue on Boulevard are the same
Yes.
day.
Yes.
Moving forward for next year.
And if we did that, then we could, I don't mind having the photo booth at my house. We can also move it if we need to, if it's gonna be on the same day or whatever.
Okay,
Um,
but just moving forward, okay. Yeah, I know the inn is rented that night, so, the 28th, so, anyway, I'll have to I think they're doing I guess in Melrose, I know we only have a couple minutes, but, I guess they do this witches
Yeah.
paddleboarding thing.
Right.
That thing gets filled up every year.
Right.
Yes.
There's a waiting list for that.
Yeah, so it's a group, and I think they're coming from Jack's, and they're gonna do the witches paddle.
Oh, yay!
Thank you.
I'll have to invite him. Have to invite him to the party.
But it's
For
not,
their, in the future, if it doesn't
Someone
do Halloween, she
kind of
wants to make it as the
Okay.
Heritage Commission does, and then she could set it outside the library or something.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, no, okay, thank you.
There.
And we did vote on one other thing that you might have to look at the recording if you're I don't know if you're taking minutes or someone else.
I don't take the minutes.
Okay,
I
okay.
just do the recording.
Okay.
I'll
Thank you
also
so
do
much.
a little flyer and put it on Keystone Word of Mouth. The picture of my house after the, well, I mean,
For that.
after I get the decorations up, well, everyone will recognize where it is.
Well, you remember last year after the Christmas parade, or was it the year before, when there was somebody that hands out stuffed animals? Remember that, and there's not enough stuffed animals to go around?
For the parade?
Oh,
They were
gosh.
crucified on word of mouth, so you might want to be careful about.
So not promising something you can't give to
Yes.
everyone.
Well, that's okay, we've got the cannon if we've got to clear a crowd. And John's not afraid to use it. He will be dressed in his Civil War regalia. He's going to be the one from the Highland Troop of Charleston or something like that.
It's going to protect you.
I know, well, and I think. the
Was
best
there
part
anything
about
else
it,
for
like,
the
when you
good
have
of the
kids
order, or good?
running,
Yep.
Okay, all right.
I think we had already casually adjourned. Okay, we're adjourning it.